Hello and welcome to the Beginner.English.Podcast. My name is Emma.
And I'm Oliver. We are so happy you are joining us today.
Today we have a really interesting and useful topic. We are talking about simple habits that can change your life.
That's right. Sometimes we think living a healthy life is very, very difficult. We imagine we need to follow strict diets or do long, hard workouts at the gym.
Exactly. It sounds complicated, but the truth is, real health is usually much simpler. The small things we do every day, our daily habits, often make the biggest difference.
And the three most important areas are what we eat, how much we move, and how well we sleep. We're going to talk about all three today: eat, move, and sleep. We were inspired by Tom Rath's book. He wrote it partly because he has lived with a serious health condition for many years and studied hundreds of scientific papers to understand how lifestyle habits affect health.
So we also looked at the latest research and expert advice for you. And, you don't need to change everything all at once. Big, dramatic changes are usually hard to keep up. Small steps, simple ones, actually work much better. Consistency is more important than intensity.
I love that idea. It feels much more possible. For example, taking a 5-minute walk is so much better than taking no walk at all.
Right. Or eating one healthy meal is a great start. Going to bed just a little bit earlier is a success. Health grows slowly, step by step.
Okay, so let's start with the first habit. Eat. Food is so important, isn't it? It's the fuel for our bodies.
It really is. It gives energy to our brain and our muscles. Many people focus on special diets, but really, the basics are what matter most. One of the best things you can do is eat more natural food.
What do you mean by natural food, Emma?
Great question, Oliver. I mean foods like fruits, vegetables, eggs, fish, nuts, and beans. Foods that don't come in a colorful box with a long list of ingredients. These natural foods give our body important nutrients and help our immune system.
That makes so much sense. So, the opposite would be highly processed food. Things like chips, sweets, sugary drinks, and fast food.
Exactly. They are often easy and tasty, but they usually contain too much sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats.
I read something interesting about sugar. Scientists say that people today eat much more sugar than people did 100 years ago. Our bodies just aren't designed for it.
That's so true. Too much sugar can lead to problems like weight gain and low energy. So, reducing processed foods is a great goal.
Okay, here's a really simple habit related to eat. Drink more water. It's so simple, but so important. Just drink more water.
Yes, I always have a bottle of water on my desk. Many people feel tired during the day and think they need coffee, but often they just need water. Our bodies are about 60% water.
Wow, 60%. So even being a little dehydrated can affect our mood and concentration.
It can. Another helpful habit is eating slowly. In our fast, modern lives, many people eat very quickly, often while looking at a phone or computer.
I know, I am sometimes guilty of that.
Me too. But when we eat too quickly, our brain doesn't have enough time to realize our stomach is full. Eating slowly helps with digestion and can stop us from overeating. Plus, the food tastes better.
That's a good point. You enjoy it more. What about breakfast? Is it really the most important meal of the day?
For many people, yes. A simple breakfast with protein and fiber can give you steady energy for the whole morning. Things like eggs and toast or yogurt with fruit are great choices. Yummy!
And people who eat a good breakfast often feel less hungry later in the day, so they might not reach for unhealthy snacks.
Right. So for the eat habit, our simple tips are: eat more natural food, drink more water, and eat slowly.
Perfect. Now, let's talk about the second habit: move. Movement is just as important as food.
Yes, our bodies were made to move. But today, many of us sit for most of the day, at our desks, in our cars, on the sofa.
That's true. And sitting for many hours is connected to health problems like back pain and heart disease. But the good news is that exercise doesn't need to be extreme. You don't have to run a marathon or to lift heavy weights.
That is very good news. So what's a simple way to move more?
Walking. Walking is one of the best forms of movement. It's simple, it's free, and it's safe for most people.
I love walking. Even just 20 or 30 minutes a day can improve your health. It's a great way to clear your head, too.
It is. And besides a daily walk, we can also add small bits of movement into our day. For example, taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
Or if you work at a desk, you can stand up every hour and stretch for a few minutes. These small actions really add up over time.
They do. And what about strength? Is that important too?
Yes, especially as we get older, having strong muscles protects our joints and helps with balance. And again, it doesn't have to be complicated. Simple exercises like push-ups or squats at home are great.
Strong muscles just make everyday life easier, like carrying shopping bags or climbing stairs.
And we can't forget the brain. Exercise also affects our brain. After you move your body, you often feel calmer and happier.
Right. Movement helps release chemicals in the brain that improve our mood. That's why a short walk can be so helpful on a stressful day.
Okay, so for move, the simple habits are walk for 20-30 minutes a day and find small ways to be more active, like taking the stairs. Or if you have an active hobby, like cycling, hiking, table tennis, or kayaking, that's perfect. Really, anything that keeps you moving works. The important thing is to stay active.
That sounds very achievable. Now for our final habit, and it's a big one. Sleep.
It really is. Sleep is often the most forgotten part of health. Some people think sleep is wasted time, but that is completely wrong.
Absolutely. So much important work happens when we sleep. Our body repairs itself, our brain organizes memories and cleans itself. Good sleep is essential for learning, mood, and our immune system.
So how much sleep do we actually need?
Most adults need about 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Some people try to survive on 5 or 6 hours, but over time, that causes problems.
A lack of sleep can increase stress and reduce concentration. And here's something interesting. Poor sleep also affects our food choices.
Oh, how does that work?
Well, when we are tired, our bodies look for quick energy, so we often want sugary or fatty foods. This is a great example of how sleep and diet are connected.
That makes so much sense. So what are some simple tips for better sleep?
One of the best things is to have a regular sleep time. Going to bed and waking up at around the same time each day helps to train your brain to sleep better, even on weekends.
That can be a hard one on the weekend. Another big problem for sleep is screens. Our phones, our computers, our TVs.
Yes, they produce blue light, which tells our brain to stay awake. So looking at a screen late at night can make it hard to fall asleep. A good habit is to turn off all screens 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime.
And what can you do in that time instead?
You can create a calm bedtime routine. This signals to your brain that it's time to rest. You could read a book, take a warm shower, or listen to quiet music.
Wow, those are great ideas. So we have our 3 key areas: eat, move, and sleep. And you mentioned that they are all connected.
Yes, they really are. Good habits support each other. For example, when you sleep better, you have more energy to exercise.
And when you exercise, you often sleep better at night.
Exactly. It's a positive cycle. And it's so important to remember that these small changes create big results over time.
That's the key. Consistency. A 10-minute walk every day might not feel like much, but after 1 year, that's over 60 hours of movement. So one more time. Consistency.
Wow. That puts it in perspective. And another important thing is that we don't have to be perfect.
Right. Everyone has busy days or stressful weeks. Missing one workout or eating some cake does not destroy all your progress. What matters is that you return to your good habits.
That's such a positive and supportive way to think about it. It's about making better choices most of the time, not all of the time.
So the basics are what work best. There is no secret. Eat real food, move your body, and get enough sleep.
These habits might seem simple, but they are very strong. Over months and years, they can improve your energy, your mood, and your health.
And the best time to start is not next month or next year. The best time is today.
Yes, maybe you can take a short walk after listening to this podcast, or drink 1 extra glass of water, or decide to go to bed just a little bit earlier tonight.
Small steps may feel unimportant at first, but they build the road to a healthier, happier life.
That was a great discussion, Oliver. Thank you, and thank you to all our listeners for joining us today on the Beginner English Podcast.
We hope you found it helpful. Pick one small habit and start today. And please share your healthy habits and tips in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. We'll be back next week with another episode. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.